Come on in here with me. I want you to see my new office. Here, I'll walk you around a little bit. There isn't a whole lot to see. I've got my plants. I've got my reading lamp and my desk and my robe. And I don't have a lot of books and stuff on my shelf yet. And here we'll have some more bookcases and some filing cabinets. But here I am. You haven't heard from me for a good while, but I am back and I am in a new place. Just in case you didn't know, I took a new call to Trinity Lutheran Church in Victoria, and I'm slowly settling in, getting an installation service this coming Sunday. But I've missed you on YouTube, and hope that a few of you may have missed me as well. I am doing some different things now, and you can follow the church services here and my sermons at Trinity Lutheran Church in Victoria if you want to browse for that YouTube channel. But I thought I would check in from time to time and just do some spiritual videos or tidbits or something like that. And so today is one of those days. I'm preparing for my sermon on Sunday, and I wanted to read to you the first reading from the Old Testament that we're going to read on Sunday, and it's from 1 Kings 19, verses 15 and 16, and then verses 19 through 21. This is talking about change, and I'm going through a lot of change, and it resonated with me. And I thought maybe there is something in there that would resonate with you as well. So here is the reading from the New Revised Standard Version. Then the Lord said to him, "Go, return on your way to the wilderness of Damascus. When you arrive, you shall anoint Hazael as king over Aram. Also you shall anoint Jehu, son of Nimshi, as king over Israel, and you shall anoint Elisha, son of Shaphat, of Abel Meholah, as prophet in your place." So he set out, he being Elijah, from there, and found Elisha, son of Shaphat, who was plowing. There were 12 yoke of oxen ahead of him, and he was with the 12th. Elijah passed by him and threw his mantle over him. He left the oxen, ran after Elijah, and said, "Let me kiss my father and my mother, and then I will follow you." Then Elijah said to him, "Go back again, for what have I done to you?" He returned from following him, took the yoke of oxen and slaughtered them, using the equipment from the oxen. He boiled their flesh and gave it to the people, and they ate. Then he set out and followed Elijah and became his servant. This reading talks about the calling of a new prophet, Elisha, who was going to be the chosen one to replace Elijah. And Elijah comes and he puts his mantle over Elisha, and that was kind of the unspoken agreement that he was going to be his successor. And we find Elisha plowing. He is working, and Elijah is a little bit miffed at him. He says, "Go back again, for what have I done to you?" When Elijah says, "Let me kiss my father and mother, let me say goodbye to my family, and then I will come follow you." So Elijah doesn't like that, but what we find Elisha doing is he takes the yoke of oxen and he kills them, he slaughters them, and then he cooks up the meat and offers it to the poor. In a way, he does away with his former way of living, and now he is ready. It's almost like a ritual to prepare him for the new step of following Elijah. That spoke to me because I am in transition and I am going through a period of change myself, coming from one congregation into another congregation. And there are a lot of things that have to happen, a lot of changes, the moving process, settling into a new house, settling into a new call and everything. And I'm always wondering, how ready are we for change and for that call that comes often from God for us to leave one thing and then start something else. Maybe you've had to change a job, maybe you've had to change a calling, maybe you were asked to move, or maybe you were ready and maybe you were not ready for it. But life is all about change, we know that. And sometimes we have to think change, and we have to think, I'm going to bloom where God is planting me. And that's especially hard when we're not ready for it. And even when we are ready, there are some challenges. So I would like to challenge you today to think about maybe some of the changes that God is calling you to do in your life, and see how ready you are, and challenge you to, maybe if you're not ready, to think about what God may have in store for you. Sometimes change is all about setting us into a place where God wants us to do something new. God sees our gifts and our potentials. Sometimes we don't see them ourselves, and maybe sometimes God is asking us to trust Him and go into a new setting and into a new situation because He wants to use us in a new way. So as I was asked to challenge myself and change, maybe my situation can be a challenge for you. How is God asking you to change your ways, your situation, maybe your job, something about your life? Maybe God wants to use you also in a new way. So my friend, I'm happy that you stopped by. I will try to create some of these messages often, and I'd like to ask you, if you like this, please subscribe to the channel and come back again. I wish you a blessed day today. Bye-bye.